we'll only have that one witness this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Rise for the jury.
Shoshana Merchant.
You swear affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just going to ask you to try to speak toward the microphone. Everybody has the same problem with it. Could you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Shoshana Merton, SHOSHAWNA. My last name is MERTEN.
And, ma'am, where do you reside, please?
In Tacoma, Washington.
What year were you born?
1979.
And in the course of your life, have you ever met Joseph McEnroe before?
Yes.
And approximately when was that? Or how old were you? Let me ask you
I
that.
was 15.
15, so this is approximately 1994 or maybe 1995?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you meet him?
At Burger King.
In what city?
In Burien.
Burien, Washington? And could you just tell us how you met? Were you a customer there or were you working there?
I was working there, and I had me and my mother had issues, so I'd gotten kicked out of my home, and he had offered me a place to stay at his home with his family.
Did you know any of the members of his family before you moved in?
Yes, his mother worked at Burger King as well.
Okay, is that Sean? Is that her name?
Yes.
And had you met any of his other family before you moved in?
No.
Okay. And how long did you live at his family house?
About 2 weeks.
And do you remember any of his brothers or sisters?
No, I just remember they were younger.
Like how much younger? A year younger? Or
Quite a bit younger. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember much, but I thought that they were maybe under 10.
Okay, elementary school age?
Yes.
Okay. What were your impressions of Joe McEnroe? What was he like?
Quiet and different.
How was he different?
He kept to himself. He didn't talk to very many people. He was just a little bit different than everybody else.
Did he did he work at Burger King at the same time you did?
Yes.
Do you recall, did he get along with the other employees there?
I don't recall. I just remember he was very quiet.
Okay. Did you have any kind of a relationship with him?
No.
How did he act towards you?
I got the impression that he had a crush on me.
Why did you get that impression?
He brought me flowers after about 2 weeks of me living with his family, and that was the point where I had left.
Why did you leave?
Because I wasn't interested in him at all.
Okay, as a boyfriend or anything like
No.
that? Was he a regular friend?
No, I wouldn't say regular friend.
Have you kept in touch with him at all throughout the years?
No, not at all.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you ever see him get angry with anyone?
Not that I can recall.
What were your impressions of his household?
It was filthy.
Describe, if you would, any details that you remember?
It was really dirty. There was one morning when I went in the kitchen and to get some toast or something like that, and there was cockroaches on the counter and on the floor, and I don't remember much more than that.
You did not like that?
No.
What do you remember about his mother, Sean?
She was odd.
In what way was she odd? What was odd about her?
She didn't seem like she was playing with a full deck of cards.
Why do you say that?
She just didn't act how a normal person would act.
Do you have any recollection of what she did that might be different or odd?
No, it's just the impression that I got, that what I can remember, she just was odd to me.
Okay.
I remember thinking that I didn't know how she became a manager of Burger King, even though it was just Burger King. I didn't know how she became a manager because she seemed to not have it all upstairs.
Seems to not have it all upstairs.
Yeah.
Did you ever see her interact with Joe or see how he reacted around her?
I remember one time I think she yelled at him once at the house, and he didn't do anything about it. I can't remember him doing anything about it.
Okay.
I don't remember much.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a long time ago, and you haven't been involved with the family at all.
No, not at all.
And do you recall whether anyone in the family had a speech impediment?
They both did, I thought.
Meaning, both who?
Joseph and her.
Joseph and his mother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions, but Mr. O'Toole may have some questions for you.
And cross-examination.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Well, how are you?
All right. I'm going to ask you a couple of follow-up questions, and then we'll be done. Is that all right?
Yes.
You remember talking with the detective, I don't know, a week or two ago on the telephone?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You remember his name, Scott Tompkins?
Yes.
You never met him in person or not?
No.
So if I told you he's seated over there, you have no idea that that's actually him or not?
No idea.
All right. That is him.
Okay.
I hope. Let me follow up just a little bit. You said that Mr. McEnroe bought you some roses, and you just weren't interested in him in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I answer yes or no?
Yes.
All right. And remember telling Detective Tompkins he actually kind of creeped you out a bit?
Yes.
Was that back at a time when he used to wear like a black trench coat and
Yes.
things like that? I'm only saying this because it doesn't get reflected on the record, but you seem to have a very sort of pronounced reaction or memory of that when I asked you that question.
Yeah, because he was different, and it was kind of scary. It was kind of I don't know, just I guess people with black trench coats they don't look like the friendliest people.
All right. Remember not to wear my black trench coat.
Yeah.
You remember when I think Detective Tompkins may have asked you on the phone, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you know about the goings-on, what was going on in Mr. McEnroe's household? And I think you said, quote, I would say like 0.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember much.
Then that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Very briefly, was Joe, other than the fact that he creeped you out and had a black trench coat, was he ever scary to you or unfriendly to you?
No.
Did he ever get angry with you?
No.
Did he ever threaten you?
No.
Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Any follow-up, counsel?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for being here, and you're free to go have a good day.
Thank
you. And Mr. Cressy, I believe that exhaust your witnesses for this morning.
For the morning, yes, I apologize, Your
Okay,
Honor.
and you have a witness today, I believe, on Thursday, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to excuse you to adjourn the room for a moment, and we'll release you for lunch. We'll this morning. I'm going to ask you to leave no chance of penalty on the chair. Again, please don't discuss the case unless yourself or anyone else or do any internet research or the like. We'll have you back here at 1:30 and we'll pick up with the next witness, okay? Thank you very much. Please be seated, folks. Thank you. Couple of recaps. Mr. Reminder.
No, I just haven't sat down yet.
He's moving more
Well,
slowly.
we want to stand up, that's fine by
Okay.
me. So, Mr. Ramondi, at the end of the day, if you could get
Yes.
me whatever information you want me to be particularly alerted to with regard to Dr. Johnson's notes, I'll look at them all over the noon hour to get a sense of what's in there, but there are just particular things that really appreciate you
Yes.
have directed my attention to them. The other thing we need to chat about, and I believe all of you have been alerted to this, but I think we need to put it on the record. During the last break, my bailiff got some emails from various and sundry people who were watching the courtroom proceedings remotely, and they were telling my bailiff that conversations that were occurring during the break were being